What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another Sims overview. This time it's Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu. And it's also Let's Talk number 10. I decided just to combine these two things. I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually have a brand new microphone I'm using here. It is the Echo, I think. I don't know what they call it, but it's an Echo. And I've used it for one of my For Better For Worse vlogs, and I'm just trying it out here, you know, my first long project with it. Also, you might hear other noises like the AC and that, but it's really, really hot in here, so I am sorry. It does pick up things like the AC, but my voice is hopefully much more clear. And well, we got quite a few stuff in this new pack, a decent amount of hairs. And the best thing is it's not just for the adults, but they have it for the kids and toddlers as well. Kids and toddlers got one new hair, which is this hair, but I'm going to show you that in a bit. So what has been new? Well, in about a week or so, on the 27th of October, I'm going to return back to work. Yes, a long time. I haven't been at work since before March 13th. So it's been about 7 months since I've been at work. What time I return. Well, actually, it's been 7 months now as I'm recording this. And it's going to be so weird, guys. I haven't been at work for over half a year. Oh, that is cool makeup. Very cool makeup. Those are like Star Wars themed. That's it. I confess, guys. Ooh, I like that the most. I think I'm going to be keeping that on her. I've not really I know some of the Star Wars series a little bit through, you know, people talking about it, but I confess I haven't watched anything like Star Trek or Star Wars, but I do know of the big characters in it, like Chewbacca in Star Wars, right? Yeah, that is Star Wars, and Darth Vader I know is definitely Star Wars. Oh, jeez. Princess Leia? Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. Is R2-D2 Star Wars? Yeah, I think so. I know some of the really well brought up characters. It's pretty much, but I don't know much of the story of any of them. But it's a cool idea, being able to make your own Star Wars story, so that, oh god, that's ugly. That is ugly as, that's not as bad. The other one was so ugly. Gosh, is that going to be the thumbnail? I mean, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, even over that other one was just so ugly. I had a really good birthday, as if you've seen in my video. I got a lot of stuff, including this new microphone and the webcam I got. It surprised me because that was meant for Christmas. Like, I got that as part of my Christmas budget, and that was what we agreed on. And I don't have any more Christmas budget, but I think she just decided to get me part of my Christmas gift early to call it for my birthday. Right, that's kind of what her plan was, I think. And she knew how much I wanted to upgrade my channel, and I'm sorry if to you guys it doesn't seem like much of an upgrade, but both things together cost almost $100. And that is as much as I can afford right now for just equipment. So I might next year get a new laptop, which will be quite a bit of money. But this one is getting old. Getting really old. It's like 6 years old, I think, almost. So I would just rather have something new. I'm not that saying I'm still going to do things on this computer too. But it'd be like I'd have 2 computers for my projects in a row. I just gotta remember how to transfer the important things that I need, like getting the Camtasia 8 onto the other computer. Because that is the program I constantly use. Now, I'm sorry I'm not talking very much about the items here, but I mean, they're all really nice items, though. When I went through it, I'm impressed by a lot of the clothes. Like, a lot of them have options I really, really enjoy. Which, for me, I mean, I like the clothes alright in The Sims anyway, but I mean, for me to have a lot of the options I really like are rare. You know, that I could constantly feel in tune with. And yes, you know what? Just for future reference in this video, I have decided to play a female for once. Yeah. I thought it'd be a cool idea, and she's gonna be... I plan to put her on the dark side now. This isn't gonna be all one video, obviously. I'm doing what I can in this video. There might be one odd thing or two I miss, I'll confess. But, you know what? It might give me a good reason to come back to this game. And make another Let's Talk with the rest of the features that I missed out on. But I got a good chunk of the features shown here. The thing is, this is one of the packs that are kind of hard to show all the features you'd want to show in one video, because that would literally take 3 or more hours straight of playing it. And I already got like almost an hour going on here. I'm not going to go and just play for 3 hours and record 3 hours of footage for one video at this point, unless it's a Let's Play. A Let's Play I might consider doing a little bit longer. This is almost a Let's Play part itself, pretty much. Please don't get any ideas. I do this once in a while just to bring you guys still some Sims content, right? But Sims are one of those games that are extremely hard to Let's Play because there's really no ending in sight. That's one thing about The Sims. I mean, it's cool in a way because you can make your own story and play it endlessly. But if you wanted to do a project like this, you would have a hard time because there's no end game. Unless you had a real big draft of everything you wanted to do and wrote it down seamlessly. Okay, this is the goal I want to get to. But honestly, with me, I'm the type of person who does not have that type of capability in a way. I never can have one straight goal. I mean, I have trouble doing that. Maybe I shouldn't say I don't have the ability. But I have really a real hard time with that ability. So I couldn't just go through the Sims and say, okay, this is where I'm going. At least that's why I like a lot of games that have endings or clear stories, because I have an end goal in mind. Also, like what I said earlier about the noise, it does just require the fan, but you might hear me drinking something occasionally too, so I'm sorry. My mouth just got really dry, is all. That's what happened when I was recording For Better or For Worse vlog number 56, is it? My mouth was so dry and I wasn't paying attention to that. So I apologize, but that's kind of what I have to do. Just to be able to keep going. That's cool, actually. I like that. It has a little bit of a pattern on it. Or is that meant to be dirt? No, it looks really pretty. It looks white. It looks really pretty. So, I mean, a lot of these clothes, I really like. There's a lot of them, including the full outfits and that. But there are a lot of good ones. Now, I know I'll sound like a big liar saying this because I don't know. We'll say I don't know when there'll be more Sims content of new sorts. Like a new overview. Whatever. I know I sound like a liar when obviously I was recording. You won't see that for years now. But there was one gamer's pickup that I recorded saying, guys, it costs so much to get Sims stuff. I don't think they're going to get it for a while. 4 parts later, 2 packs in one. So, but in reality, guys, it does cost a lot of money for these for these downloadable content. So I probably won't be over worrying about catching up so much now as much, because I have a lot of other, well, not a lot of other now. I got most of the games that I really wanted between my birthday and that. I got like the Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, the complete edition, so I have the 2 Digimon, you know, the Cyber Sleuth games. I got the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it's the season pass, so I think I'll get the other DLC along with it. I got the knitting stuff and the Star Wars Sims game, which are 2 of the more important ones. There is one more pack I might consider, and that's Machino stuff. But pretty much I got every game I hoped for, like including like the Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, the Animal Crossing New Horizons, South Park, The Stick of Truth, what is it, the Mystery Dungeon DX. I got pretty much almost all the games that I really wanted. But at the same time, I don't know when there's going to be more stuff released that I would really, really like. There are still a few other things, like I want to finish the Life is Strange 2, collecting that, last 2 episodes of that. And I do gotta pay again for my new renewal of the Nintendo Online, where I can continue using the features there. So there's still some I have to think about before going like crazy back into The Sims. As I said, if maybe I might, if it can allow myself, I might get the Machino stuff. And I don't know if I would get the other stuff pack, but I know the expansion is not going to be for a long time, unless if I think their Vampires was a game pack, so maybe if they have a Werewolf, that'll be a game pack, and if that happens, well, I definitely am going after that at some point. But besides any more, what is it, occults, I want to or anything else that would significantly add to the playthrough in the story, I want to kind of avoid going crazy on them. But I do still love The Sims, guys. Don't get me wrong. There's just other games that are within that same price range of the expansion pack that have a lot more, that are full games. Oh god, that is so creepy too. That little, what is it, the costume, that long big costume with the glowing eyes, but I still think that mask was more creepy. Oh, it's so cute though. Nah, no pants for the toddler though. Darn. Now back to a grown woman. I think I'm gonna dress her up a little bit now, because I'm getting her ready, because you are gonna eventually see, I'm playing some of the features. So, get prepared for that. Oh yeah, we're looking at shoes. They're actually not bad. I mean, they're okay. They're not a big variety of shoes, but we have a lot of other things too. So that's not the biggest deal. I'll keep those shoes, and let's look, see if there's anything for kids. There's one pair for kids. Is there anything for toddlers? And, nope. Nothing for toddlers. Oh, that's fine. It happens. As I say, crap happens. So, it's almost time that I prepare my avatar for the actual gameplay features, plus the build and buy. You know, look, the one thing, guys, in this video is I'm not going to completely put everything up on the ground. I am going to show some stuff just in the menu, so you'll have to pay attention or watch when I go through them. I'm only putting certain things on that I think it looks cool and I may want later in my game, because it takes too long to place everything at this point. But I am going to have a go over them and some of the colors of them, like I did in this game. There, I'm going to become a dark side person. I believe is what it is. Okay, I am sorry. Again, I am not... Okay, I don't really watch Star Wars. But I know what it is. I definitely know there's no Darth Vader in this game, which, honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm not really an evil person. It's just the dark side is always the fun, you know, of it. Instead of being, what is it, it's called, what do they call it, the Black Spire? I like the name Sparks, Allie Sparks. And I'm going to give her a kid, you know, just because. A kid joined the dark side. Be a lot of fun. And the father is unknown. I'm making him a boy, though. Making it a little boy, because I want a little boy. So my plan is pretty much to show off the build and buy stuff. And maybe show some of the gameplay a little bit. And you know what? I'm actually not using the hair for this pack, because that's the only hair we got for the toddlers. That I meant for this pack, so I'm just going to add this one and try to include the clothes from this pack. And I'm going to make it black. There we are. That's really cute, actually. And I'm going to give a few names. Riss. Actually, I like that. Riss Sparks. It's a unique name, and I'm going to put him inquisitive, though. It's going to be a really smart boy. That is adorable. It doesn't have the green face like the mama, but you know what? Maybe once he grows up, his skin will turn green. I don't know. But I guess there's no actual area to move into. We have to take a vacation, and we will do that once we get all the stuff shown. Think for I was having a double look, but Forgotten Hollows I think is the best place to go. It's the darkest, creepiest place. So I'll go and move to Forgotten Hollows for now. But yeah, Little Miss Allie is a green type of half alien, half human, or maybe Riss is full human with a little, you know, oh, I can't get a career. Alright, there's no new careers for this pack. Oh well. We'll just go and just go through all the stuff we need to go through. What else is new? Well, I've been trying to think of things to do for my channel. Oh, this gives us good information about what we just had to go on the travel tab and go to the new world is a vacation world, pretty much. So that's pretty much what it's confirming what I said. But anyway, like I was saying, I was thinking of new projects to do for this channel. I mean, I get plenty of ideas sometimes, and I might have an idea for a video. But I don't want to talk about it too much. I'd pretty much be giving away the whole idea if doing that. Oh, some really nice chairs and a table. That's actually really nice. Yeah, we have a table now. But the video, I'll just say, is pretty much talking about myself, general. You know, just I'm really going to think hard of what I want to say. Like, I won't go rambling on so much in the video. But more of a personal video is one idea. And I'm thinking of, I'm kind of working on a Let's Play, but that may not be out for a year and a half. I really got to get into the groove of recording it, because the game I'm playing is not overly, it is and it isn't difficult because the end game is kind of, well, it's there, but it can go further. And you know what, I will just say what I'm working on doesn't mean that will be out soon, and that is More Friends in Mineral Town. This game is extremely middle to make or to record a Let's Play on, because it's not overly challenging in one degree. It's relaxing, but at the same time you gotta think ahead. Just not as much. We'll just say it is watered down compared to Story of Seasons, Tree Wolf Towns, but it still does require some planning ahead to insight of the game in a way. And I mean, I did play it. I said I played it and beat the main story, and even if I made my goals just to the main story and not even have the kid, but then again, people ask where's the kid, so it's kind of difficult because it's hard to tell when the kid is going to be born and when you're going to conceive to begin with, so you could be playing over a year more or so that I don't need. I'm just figuring out how to do it correctly, like how much to show you in the game, how much needs to be recorded. I mean, I used to just record everything I played, and that gave me more parts, but it would make it repetitive, and a game like that is really repetitive, so I don't want that. I want to try to get anything that is new, like if there's a cutscene, so I have to have it kind of started, to record it, like if I'm doing a part, like just in case. But I'm just figuring it all out. I'm only 4 parts in, and it's not even a whole lot into the game, so don't expect it for a while, but I'm really looking forward to hopefully bringing that game to you guys, because I really did enjoy playing it on my own, and maybe it's one of those games that are better off playing on your own, but I just really enjoyed playing it and beating it by myself, no codes, no nothing. And I confess, though, I do go a little bit the code route in the game for the stamina. But that is it. Almost anything else I earn myself and do myself. It's just I want to be able to bring this game to you guys. And it's when I'm playing on my own, I'm not in any type of rush whatsoever. I want to have it at a certain amount of time, because I haven't had a Let's Play in a long time. But I've been trying other things. Like, I love video games, and that is definitely my route. But I just want to do something different, right? I mean, yes, I'm playing video games right now, but I'm doing, like, not an update, but a Let's Talk too. So I am adding something to it. I also was trying to record some footage for, not a restart of my vlog series, but just, random stuff, but I don't even know if I'm going to upload that. I mean, I might try to upload some things, some footage or whatever, but I just think I realized recording, like, things like that gave me more of an insight of my life, as minimal as that is. Like, I remember watching one of my old vlogs, and I was just so deep. It was weird. I was just so deep. It was like, 2 or 3 in the morning, and I don't know if I was going through a depression spell or what, but I was so deep in that video, and I could not believe it. And I was kind of glad I got to look back on it at that moment where I felt low. And where I am now, where I'm not completely low, but I'm just kind of in the middle right now. I'm in a better spot than I was even that one night. And lately, I confess, I've had better days. More better days than worse days. Not with my stomach, with my anxiety in general, but let's see where that goes when I return to work. I mean, ever since I got that chewable necklace, that I showed you. It has helped me tremendously. I mean, I've also been taking Restoralax, though, too. You know, that drink that helps you, you know what I mean, stay normal, you know, functional. And since those two things came into my life, I've been a lot better. Now, I'm not saying I don't have bad days, well, actually, the best way to put it is I've been having bad moments rather than bad full days. We'll just say where about a year ago, if I had a bad moment, it might last all day. And here we are, we're going to Batuu. Yay, we're finally getting into the world that we're supposed to get into. There's the First Order, there's the Black Spire, and then there's the Resistance. We're going into the Black Spire, because that is downright evil. Resistance is, I think, the middle ground of it. And, okay, really, what is something glitching with this game? Because, okay, that was just random. Getting another water trick. This is actually interesting. So we have little missions to do to start off with. Because we first entered there, we have a mission. So we're supposed to... I don't know. We're supposed to get food from... Okay, so we're supposed to pick our outfit. It'll take a while for the past me to figure this out. So talk while I look around. Pretty much is what it is again. And okay, I'll confess, it isn't like the necklace and the Restoralax or Clearlax, different brands lately, but the Clearlax is cheaper, but it still works. When those two things came into my life, amazing. But I do confess, it wasn't the only thing. I think in some ways I'm maturing that way. Like, there was one time I was really not feeling good. I thought I would have to run right to the bathroom. Again, I know, sorry, TMI, but those who have IBS or any other similar issue in that spectrum of issues understands. But my uncle was in there, what is it, a shower or something? And I almost thought I had to interrupt him. I banged on the door, and then it ended up going away. So I told him, never mind. And my aunt said, okay. When I told her what happened, she said, don't bug him anymore. Right? Because it was a false alarm, and then I got panicked again. And I was just laying there, shutting my eyes, and it was so bad at that time. The pain was, and all of it. What I'm saying is I'm maturing. I started to learn to take breaths. Now, people would tell me before, take a deep breath. Right? Try to breathe. It'll help your anxiety tremendously. And it had never used to work for me at all. At all. And I thought, okay, instead of from my nose, though, I took a deep breath from my mouth. Like it gave me a bigger breath instead of just a small amount. And every time I did that when I had a pain, it went away completely. I could not believe it. I'm planning my outfit. Yeah, okay, back to the changes of the complete my outfit. This is one of the tasks on the bar, is to change your outfit for Batuu, your Batuu outfit, or whatever they call it. Like that, okay? You know, I'm just kind of going random, because I want to get to the actual parts of the game and I want to play. So every time I had a pain, I took a deep breath, and it worked, and eventually he was out of the bathroom. Quick, and I was actually handling myself really well. And that is, I find, amazing. Like, I think everything together is helping me learn to take control of it, because when I get bad pain, I get bad anxiety, and I can't do a thing at all. Like, I get so worn out by my stomach that it drains me physically. But what I found interesting that I learned recently was that, as I said, I have not been diagnosed with ASD or autism spectrum disorder, clinically or professionally. I've been suggested many times, and even suggested by an actual psychiatrist, but we never got to the actual evaluation part of it. But I do know I have some sensory issues. It is not, I don't know if I'm calling them that, if that is the right way to call them, but I get overwhelmed by certain, like, noises and certain textures, and even certain sights. But I just don't get it to the point where I completely hyperventilate by the sound of noise and shut down. But I read something interesting on Facebook that sensory symptoms of a sensory overload can be different. Like, there's racing thoughts, which I have, by God do I have, all the time. There's abdominal issues, like the D word, the C word, pain. Something sound familiar there, guys? Now, I'm not saying I don't have IBS. That is more than likely the case. But if what they said on that Facebook is true, there's a good chance that a lot of my issues could be some type of sensory overload triggered by some sensory overload. But then again, I always said it was stress too, but stress, that does cause me stress. My racing thoughts, in a sense, is like a sensory trigger as well. Because my mind does not get off of anything almost. Like, when I'm talking like this, I'm almost fine. Like, what I'm doing right now, I'm fine. But when I'm quiet, my brain is constantly going. And it's ridiculous. It's sometimes to the point where it goes to somewhere where it shouldn't. Not dark, not like suicidal thoughts or anything. But it goes to something that would bother my stomach or cause me anxiety in the first place. Like, oh, work is returning in a week. Oh, what's going to happen at work? Or what's our work day going to be like? It literally goes that far to a point where my stomach will start getting upset because my brain got on that. And it isn't always on the bad things. But it's ridiculous. I mean, there was one other thing they mentioned, like 3 things on there were all me. Totally me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So really, sensory overload can cause, you know, intestinal issues. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. But anyway, one of our new missions is to ask about all 3 of the factions 3 times. The 3 different people. And one thing I learned later on is you should not ask about their own faction to them. Like, if we're in the Black Spire, we shouldn't ask any of the Black Spire people about them because, oh my gosh, it really triggers them. But ask about their enemies, oh, they're going to blab on them and enjoy it. I really didn't start a good relationship with them by asking about them. And this is the faction I want to join. Oh well. As happens. Like, at least I'm learning the features of this game. For some reason they don't like talking about themselves. Who wouldn't want to talk about their greatness, you know? Maybe they think I'm a spy. I don't know. But actually, so far I'm liking the features okay in this game. It's adding a new... new aspect to the game. The one downside is, though, is that it's all in the vacation world. So we have to do everything almost in one go, and then if we want to go home, we'll just have to go home. And I still have a baby, who will later see that I almost neglect the point where he's taken from me. Well, I forgot the code shut off in vacations. You have to turn them back on. Like, it's so dumb. But lately, I've been feeling on and off with doing videos. I love doing this channel, don't get me wrong. But, and maybe lately it's because I know I'm returning back to work. But I just, last few days, I actually felt off completely. For once, though, not my stomach, which, again, is... That it is! Now I remember what it is. What, the other sensory thing was constant, you know, cathartism. Which means being, like, tired. Almost not wanting to do anything. That is it. And I do notice, though, anytime I do, like, if I go out, I'm usually out of it once I'm home. So it'll be interesting once I have to go to work twice a week. I know it's each for, like, 3 hours, but, gosh, 2 hours can do me out. Imagine 3 hours. As soon as I got home, like, I did a shop trip with my aunt a few weeks back, and as soon as I got home, I was sore and out of it. I just felt so out of it, it was not funny. I literally, like, just did not want to do anything at all, and that lasted, like, 2 or 3 days. Okay, I did do things, but, I mean, like, that I really had to, but it was, like, 2 or 3 days worth of me being extremely, oh, it's lethargic. That's lethargic. Or was it lethargic that was one of the traits? But my point being is I get totally done. I'm totally done after even one gathering. So, and each day of work is like 2 days between. Like, after Friday there is, okay, 3 days between Friday and Tuesday. So I'm lucky on that front. But after that, it's like Tuesday, then there's Wednesday, Thursday, then there's Friday, so then it's repeated. Ah, that's so interesting. I honestly don't know how it is going to be, but my supervisor said I could work on editing videos if I'd like. I mean, at least for the first little while. As I said, this feels like a second job in a way, even though it isn't like a job necessarily. One of the things they recommended on here was now to go to one of the other 2 areas in Batuu. So, honestly think we should do that really soon. Maybe we'll go to the First Order? Maybe? That might be a good idea. That's the highest, you know, the goodest rank, or best rank, you know, in virtuality. So we'll go to the First Order to get that out of the way and visit the Resistance last. So, First Order District, here we go. I'm actually so excited, though this looks a little more deserted. Some of this is so much more confusing than the Black Spire. I mean, that's why I chose the dark side. Okay, we found one building. It's hard to find light up buildings here. Oh, but trust me, that'll be nothing compared to the Resistance. But we can finally talk to someone here eventually. That's how we get any information we got. This place is really deserted. Wow. The first order must not be fun if no one else is showing up. Maybe only one person believes in justice. Oh, thank God it isn't me. To be fair though, this isn't really me, though, guys. How do I put it? I don't know how to put it, because I thought I would be somewhere in the middle, maybe the Resistance, in reality. But, I mean, if things go on, I usually am all on the side of justice. But honestly, although I do see justice as... different on the situation. Like, I know you guys are going to howl at me, some of you guys are going to howl at me, but like with everything going on with BLM and MLM, like Big Miles Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Police Lives Matter, I think it all is it's all situational. Well, don't get me wrong, I meant about the police lives. Obviously, those who have been causing a lot of misery and pain deserve to lose their funding. But those who are genuinely trying to help should not be punished, like, at all, by either the community or their fellow officers. I mean, there are some really good gems in the force, but at the same time, they're really bad eggs too, who are just, what is it, judges. Prejudged judges is what it is. And personally, that's wrong, this saying. So I believe in justice, if it is warranted. Like, if someone, for example, like in the if someone ended up just maybe stealing a little bit of money or made a fraud check, and he was killed by a police over it, that isn't right. Like, what happened? Who was it? I forget his name, Lloyd? Oh, I feel bad. But my point being is, justice should be what it should be served. Okay, justice should be served in the amount, like, it should be warranted, again. Like, if someone did do a forged check, of course they should get some punishment, right? Because it was wrong. But they shouldn't be suffocated to the point of dying. If the person who did it was of white color, I guarantee you it would not have been as bad. I mean, there was a guy who, was it raped or murdered someone? Yeah, I think they murdered people. And they were given a glass of water while on the ground, because they requested, they were thirsty. Come on. The other guy couldn't breathe and they wouldn't get off him. So my point being is that justice should be proper. Someone who did something far worse than that, African American dude, was given water and allowed to live. I'm just saying. Like, obviously, and the same goes, though, if someone of African American color murdered someone, they deserve justice as much as the white person, you know, they deserve punishment as much as the white person. They should each be judged by their crimes and not their color. Right? They're people. Right? Okay, you could argue they're monsters, the murderers and the pedophiles are monsters, but they're still people. Their color of skin. Heck, a green person could walk up and I would treat them the same. Okay, you guys are probably laughing at that sentiment, but I am dead serious. Yes, it appears to be a little odd, but what? The personality is what matters, not the look. Then again, unless the person was naturally green, if someone dyed their skin green, something might be wrong with them to begin with. But my point being is that everything I judge is based on what has been done in the personality of the person. If someone was a downright creep, then I wouldn't care what color they were. They would get a whack in the face. Well, okay, maybe not in the face with how short I am, but, you know, somewhere. Doesn't matter gender either. I would hit him where it hurt, if I could reach it. Again, okay, I know, I'm making fun of my height, but you know what? I'm sure you guys all have too in my looks. Yeah, I know that came a little violent of me, but and I know it seems a little bit, you know, I probably shouldn't be bringing all this stuff up, but that's just how I'm feeling right now, the mood I'm in right now. That I honestly think justice is all kind of in this situation. So in reality, I'd probably be in the middle road in this game, the resistance, but I wanted to play a little fun, so I'm doing the dark side. you know, or the Black Spire. I never would be full for the right. I think for me, because I think, as I said, for me, it's not all black and white in a way, which is one good thing I have. One trait I don't really have of the spectrum, though, is that I don't completely see all the time just black or white. I can see a gray area to a degree. There are times where it's either one or the other, but I can see the middle ground. That sometimes it isn't all what it seems. Like, what one person might seem like the worst person in the world may have other motives that are kind of justified. No, trust me, anyone who harms children in any sort of way, physical, sexual, mental, don't deserve any sympathy. But, like, if someone robbed a bank, for example, it may just seem all what is white good and black is bad. We'll say black. Oh gosh, darn it. The black is not bad, guys. It might just seem, well, you know, dark, whatever. But, you know, the person could have a child or a family member in the hospital who needs money for surgery or treatment. Now, yes, it's still wrong to steal, but they may have had good motives. And even if someone killed someone, maybe it was 100% evil, but maybe a person killed in self-defense. So, I mean, someone may have legitimately killed in self-defense, or in defense of someone weaker, smaller than them. So there always is kind of, sometimes there's gray areas. Like, I watched a episode of Criminally Listed, another 3 kids who murdered their families, and one of the middle story, Cody, I think was his name, he killed his father and his stepmother and his stepsister. His father had been doing sexual acts to him and had child pornography on the computer. The stepmother treated him with just as abusive in a way. I met the only person I think that, about to neglect my child, not good, not good, not good. This is what I said would happen earlier. I am a bad parent. Almost got the child taken from me. Let's just go and get the cheats. Yeah, you happy now? Good boy. But I think, okay, as I said, the only person that he unjustifiably killed was his stepsister, I think. He did that, I think, because she was worried about the witness of it, but it still wasn't a justifiable reason. And he did end up going to jail for, like, what, 6 years or 10 years? And being released, and they haven't heard any news from him since, which is a good thing. For this situation, no news is good news. So, it doesn't look like he reoffended to the point of being in the news. So, so in other words, he probably wasn't a huge danger to most society. Just his family. The other 2 stories on the other end were downright evil. The kids were downright evil. There was no small bright side about it whatsoever. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some missions from this guy. Is he the leader? Because Hondu, that's it. So we're gonna play a game? Really? Wow. Cool. We're gonna play a game of some type of cards. I don't know, and it looked like I started off sucking, but I ended up winning somehow. I don't think I'm gonna be playing that game again, though. I know that. It was so risky just playing it the first time to get that mission done. I'm not gonna play it unless a mission is warranted. But I end up winning in the end. We got different currency in this game, so that's troubling. We're gonna have to make some moolah. Moolah. Maybe that's the only way to, gosh darn, is that one of the only main ways to earn money? That sucks. Maybe I need a high intellect to do well in this game. Maybe I should train my what is it, the logic? Yeah, high logic. Oh, well, I guess I keep playing rounds and then I end up winning eventually. And this game is extremely confusing because I don't know where. I mean, they're all not confusing. They play on their own, and it's the luck of the draw. I think that sucks. That absolutely sucks. I keep losing money. But then eventually, I actually get something off it. Come on there, babe. Wonder Alley. Earn some money so you can actually feed your hungry... Oh, wait. You're no longer a hungry child. You need to be able to feed your child. Or buy toys or whatever. Yay! I think I finally won. Hooray! I completed a mission. I did it. Okay, I know this is not Dora the Explorer. But I think I may have finally won some money. I don't want to continue playing anymore. I'm pretty much done. If I completed the mission, I am done with this game. We got 4,000, and I think we're gonna get another bit of money. I remember seeing that I got a little bit of money. Okay, let's ask. Oh, I got some more money. Cool. And I'm not playing anymore. Why the hell am I supposed to be playing anymore? I need money. Thank you, dude. I just want to get another mission from you. Hondu, is he literally the boss of this whole place? Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing wrong now. I have to literally get up and reset everything before I can ask for a mission. Gotta say, this new microphone is actually working really well so far, but at the same time, makes my hands kind of tingly from holding it so long. Alright, so I have to get his package, not someone else's package that I'm stealing, and get some data spike. And so it's just a very casual word for breaking into someone's house and stealing, getting his his. Okay, yeah, even he makes that mistake to almost say his, my package. So, pretty much stealing someone else's package, but under the guise of it's his own. But if that's what we say to the force, then, or the first order, then that's all gonna be good, right? It was his package, by the way. I know. And it's gonna take a few minutes for me to look around, and this mission's not gonna be done in this video. Yeah, sorry about that, but it's just something that gets confusing to figure out. But I did do a good chunk. I went over all three areas in Batuu a little bit. And maybe if I do another Sims Let's Talk, I will continue this mission, perhaps, and maybe do some lightsaber battles. Yeah, it didn't happen in this video, I'm sorry, I realize that, but it still has a good chunk. It's almost an hour long, this video, so, of me just chatting, rambling mostly. Again, I apologize. I'm practicing my presentational ability, but when I don't have a lot, on my mind, that is hard to kind of keep straight with it. Bet you I'm gonna get a lot on my mind as soon as I'm done with this video, and I'll just be cursing around the room. Wait, did I already have a scrap metal, so I'm supposed to get a data spike? I honestly don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Ah, jeez. I'm just gonna ask around about the data spike, and then... Yeah, this is where Jazz gets very, very confused. But you know what? That isn't too new for Jazzy, though, is it? Gotta say, so far, I know this is just a little random, but I can see how my microphone is working, and wow, it's really like I could just hear it right and plain. You could see the audio go up as I'm talking, and I'm talking pretty darn loud then, according to that. Oh boy. Oh, this is kind of fun, actually. You know, guys, I think I'll get ready and end this video off. So if you enjoyed this game overview, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I will see you guys in my next video.